Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back. More courtroom drama. We're continuing off where we left off last night. You ready? Oh wait, can I delete the data? Cheers, can I delete? Let me see. I want to see if I can... I guess I can't. Whatever, I can save over it later, it's fine. We can request a not guilty. No matter what she says, Miss Andrews is the only person it could be. Not to mention, I don't have a complete choice. I have to win a complete acquittal today. Your Honor, the defense believes there is enough evidence to substantiate our claim. Therefore, we motion that this court passes a verdict of not guilty as soon as possible. I'm disappointed in you, right? What have you learned in this past year? That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. You're wrong. Ha! He knows. What a shame. I'd hoped things wouldn't come to this, however. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Ms. Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop. Mr. Edgeworth. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. What? Because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop. Please stop. She's bawling her eyes out now. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. Ah, that's the second part of the suicide report, the attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of a pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. Secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please, please, stop, I beg you. If people find out, you'll what? No. If you're going to say you would choose death, that's no concern to me. Edward, how cold? How can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So will you tell the court yourself or shall I? Either is fine with me. Yo, Dio, thanks for the host. Sorry, I just have to respond to some messages because, like, my friends were, whatchamacallit, they were talking about how they got the, concert tickets for Love Live Sunshine at Anime Expo, and, like, in our group chat and on Facebook, and, like, fucking 3 of them got the VIP tickets, and 1 got general attendance, and he was just, 1 general attendance one was like, fuck you, and I'm like, yeah, you're not, dedicated enough. Steve is a powerful, powerful man indeed. In Japan, it still gets it. I'll talk, but please help me. And yeah, Dio, we're back, indeed. Nothing matters anymore. My crime. Uh-oh. Yikes. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room, and then I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. But when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience, and that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. I don't think there's a lie there. Stab the body with a knife, but why would you do that? Isn't it obvious to pin the blame on a certain person? A certain cowardly man? What do you mean by all of this? It might take this quite a little while to understand, but this is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man, I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Last? What happened last time? So Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Conquerito, in the chest with a knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt and Garda for the murder. And this is her crime. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? No, you were just trying to pin her to the real murderer. Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence a cross-examination. Yikes. So, Dio, how was your day? Thanks for coming back to watch the shenanigans. Fine. That's it? Just fine? Nothing special? Oh. But you can tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf was part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went for the juice. Yeah, there's no lie, I believe. She speaks the truth, I believe her. Yeah, I believe she speaks the truth here. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weak point to the world. And because there's no lie here, I just press everything, get the story, and I walk away. Like, I don't know if I was supposed to press all of it or just a specific point, but I'm gonna press all of it just in case. I knew Juan, because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan, and silence him for good. That's when I thought, I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. Those forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. Also, any time as a fellow Phoenix Wright fan. Yeah! And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. See, like between me, Red, and the other people from like Jade's Discord that bought this game, I'm the only one that's still streaming it, like going to the other games. Like I think Red did the first few cases, like first case or two, and then just stopped. Like they need to go back to it, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish the 3 and then hope for, you know, the rest of it to be ported over digitally or physically, and then get it and, you know, play it. So you're the ones that stabbed the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it. What a horrible thing I did. By the way, here's how much of a fan I was. Like, during the first game, while I was watching Red and Ignis both streamed this, I wasn't streaming at the time because it was the night I wasn't streaming, but I wanted to play it on the night it launched, so I played it. I just was like playing through the first case. Or maybe I did stream it for like a little bit and then I have hosted them, I forget. I don't think I streamed it the first night, I don't remember, but either way, I played through the second case within the first night. Actually, like, I played through the third case within the first night, and then I kept going the next day, and then I streamed it all over again from the first case, the first game. So I played through first game twice already. like on this version. Yeah, I do want to see Apollo Justice as well, and I want to see 5 and 6 come over. By the time I couldn't control my own body, it moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I use the button somehow, I can make Matt look even more suspect. So then you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Matt on Guard's Hakama. Yes, that's what I planned to do. Hold on, I see new Love Life sleeves. Oh boy. What are those being do? The fuck? But things never go that smoothly, do they? Nope. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my pikes it was Lotta. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldbag for you. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. So you were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I was put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes. Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there. And what was the secret? That, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. Engard's room and planted the button. Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word, what does all this mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Engard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Francesca, huh? She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she's not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it's not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrew under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. That is all. Court is adjourned for today. That's a hell of a painful gavel slam from Phoenix right there. Bang. Yo, where'd the judge go? I was in a manga-esque moment for me for that. Yeah. Today's trial is over. Yo, that judge just appeared with the swiftness as soon as he slammed his gavel. It was like as if he had a date or he had to make time for a discount lunch or something. Jesus, that man just split. He was like, lickety split, let's go. Exit stage left. Well, I mean stage right, sorry. Well, I guess for him, stage left because he goes that way, but my door is this way, so exit stage right, whatever. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth. What is it? I like how those three are still there. The judge is gone, the jury's all gone, and they're still here. before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. That card in your hand, it had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright, I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's dead body. It was lying right there next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why... Goodness, that card, give it to me, hurry! Edgeworth? You have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. Ha! Uh-oh. Edgeworth will be shocked in 3, 2, 1. Edgeworth won't be the one shocked. It'll be Phoenix. That card, what in the world is it? What does it mean? Edgeworth knows exactly what it is. Mystic Maya, sniffle, sniffle. Oh, shut up, Pearls. There, Pearls. God, she's crying again. I can't take it anymore. Wah! Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. Condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. So far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't be because Mr. Engard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Ugh, sniffle, sniffle. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand around crying. We have to keep going. You're right. Missy Maya is in much more pain than I am. How dare you bully Pearl? Hey, there's more important shit to deal with than Pearl sitting here crying a million tears. Yes, that's right, so. Hey, you guys, glad I caught you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busier now. Oh no. The future. So what are you going to do now from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? Did you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? Yo, Jesse, thanks for the alert. Jesse's been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, but he's a variety streamer. He's played MMOs is like kind of something he commonly streams. He does stream WoW as well as Final Fantasy 14, but he also does stream things like Kingdom Hearts and other various RPGs as they come out and go, and whatever games he feels like playing. So give him a check out, give him a follow of anything, especially if you like to see, anything between RPGs and Final Fantasy 14, as well as World of Warcraft. Dio streams Dissidia lately, also as a variety streamer. I think he streamed Kingdom Hearts at one point. I think. I'm getting shifty-eyed like Dick Gumshoe here. But anyway, check them out anyway. Y'all give both these guys wonderful streamers a follow. Every little bit of support helps every streamer. You'll be searching for the things that will prove Mr. Engard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of all of it. Come on, Mr. Nick, let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to? No, I mean, almost need to frame Mr. On Guard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, it's just, it feels like there's more here than meets the eye. That's what Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that one prosecutor was better than that. That's Jessica Von Karma. Speaking of Miss Von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she stopped this morning? Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you going to visit her, pal? No, well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her to, if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick. Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see, the name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic. Oh god, that name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Of course it had to be Hottie Clinic! Fucking shit! Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hottie, ho. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes, Director Hottie. Edgeworth. Yes, I'm Director Hottie, ho. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director, Francisca, how's Francisca Von Karma? Yes, you don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, the person is taking good care of her. Yes, he. Yes, and that thing, that surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looked so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes. Her opponent was a gun after all, When I snuck up on her real secret, like, she was screaming really loud. Yes. I see. But she's really cute, too. When I do that, she'd whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby, but yes, but I think I can get used to it. Whip! Go back to your room. You're so mean, So mean, my frisky Friska. But that's good too, ha! Okay, yes. It's time for my IV drops. Yes. And what are those tools doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew I shouldn't have come here. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had a full intention of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you. There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless of that, I was very curious about that man over there. He was so unyielding. One has to wonder if he simply was interested in stealing my case. If the only logical course of action given the bullet was still... It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Ms. Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. On Guard, You told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I'd been in court today, the trial would already be over. All while hiding Mrs. Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Ms. Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Engard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. But you had to know she was. Whip! Ow! I think this thing hours here are about over, so if you'll excuse me. What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks that I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted to, but to go that far. But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright, that courtroom is a guardian of judgment. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. Yikes. That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright, this is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. The task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he's a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin? Yikes, Monka S&D. So who is this Shelley the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing. The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? You think it's a part of his duty to his clients. His duty. If he leaves a card, then his clients can be sure it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that there's one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. Honorable assassins? Nani the fuck? So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. Discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelley the Killer, huh? Hey, that's cool, I'ma kill you. Please. Honorably. Oh no. I noticed something at the trial today. You're behaving in a very strange manner. Something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick! There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right, listen. You need to know something. Juan Carrito was killed by Shelley the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Engard, your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they'll let you enter. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Mr. Nick, do you think Mr. Yard hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please. All I ask you is make us home safe and sound. Well, you never asked a proper question. So there was no psych lock to be had. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. Even though he said he was an assassin. He left that on purpose, yo. But he's just making that up like how Nick does with everything in court. Now let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. What's this place? What is this place? I got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should probably be looking for clues. Anyway, that way I can show them to assist and maybe get out of here. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute. But it's got lots of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. There's a framed picture sitting on the coffee table. There's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Wait a minute. Celeste. Hey, look. Hey, it looks like there's something written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. Yep. What is this antenna? What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? Satellite dish. Hello? It says it right there. Is this a VCR? I'm sure a lot of electronic gadgets here, but what is the antenna doing here? Oh, hey, it's a computer. Never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch is on this thing. Drat. There goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Well, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now, where's the power button? Click. Please, busted. I was so die a Happy Samurai fan if I ever get to see the Nico Samurai on the TV like this. Can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. It's dark in here, but I can barely see that these feel like videotapes, all of them. What kind of room is this? It's locked, of course. It doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. All the food you eat, that's why. Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Yeah! It seems like your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is. For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways, you mean, dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? The dead? I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin. No way, you're lying. I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Nick! Mr. Nick? Oh yes, pros. Got caught up in my thoughts about my situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Ungard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's keep going. Do. Okay. Oh. Wow, everyone looks really busy with something or another. They probably don't have time. Hey, hurry up with that. We'll pass the victims list around. You gotta be kidding. There's over 100 people on here. Mr. Nick, is Mr. Ungard really that big and bad of a criminal? Actually, pros, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Yikes. Sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Alright, I have too many questions that I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah. There's a message here for you. A message? It's from Mountain Guard. Ah, here you are. What did you write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it says. To Mr. Lawyer, dude. I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put a lot of food out when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. Do you think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Alright, now, Mr. Nick, let's go look for clues. We have to for missing Maya's sake. You shall not pass! Mr. Oldbag, you don't devalue my name and turn it into a gas, you spiky-headed defogger. Just because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again, although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. But what I really wanted was something more valuable, like I wanted Edgy Boy's heart, I wanted it all for me. It's not your fault, you awakened the wild beast inside of Oldbag. Arrgh! I actually read that all for once. Ah, Mr. Oldbag, keep your hands off me. This helmet's airtight, no air gets in and no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't you think you can get me to move with silly questions? You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Sure is dark. I'll go turn on a light. So this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find the Shu. Let's find Shu the kitty cat. Shu. Guess this is Shu. What a lovely cat. Hello, Shu. Yeah. Tee. The cat seems like pearls. Pardon me. May I help you with something, mister? We're lawyers, actually. I'm Mr. Guard's lawyer. The Masters. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. It's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you. You must know all sorts of things about Mountain Guard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. Not typically butler-like, as it were. I like how that door specifically has the dog door. It's almost as if Maya's on the other side of that. Mr. Doe, how long have you served as president? Well, sir, I should have to say about 1 year. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. I would have thought Mountain Guard the kind to have a maid over a butler. And why would we need to feed his cat? You know, at this point, he could have gotten him to feed his cat. There's a very cute cat. That's a very cute cat you got here. It's my duty to take care of him. Master rather fancies Shu. And anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well, then I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. That's not crumpled into a ball and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there's also a lot of to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. There's a giant cooking hearth here. There's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come visit Clay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do. It's very comfortable and spacious lounge set. Wonder if the famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? What is with me to feeling? Feeling inferior today. There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick. I bet it's for Mr. Unguard's cat to use. Oh, you mean shoot. The door is locked. It's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nuisance people like me from entering it. There's another door over there. Shouldn't go wandering off over there, Nick. Yes, Pearls. Now I wonder how Maya feels. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around. A giant bicycle flying through the air. That bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own. Really? Wow. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edward. Miss Oldbag, if you look at... What? You want me to look at this? What's this piece of... Edgy poo! Is that her perfume, Pheromone d'Amour I smell? Shudder. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct this investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly. That man's good at flattery. Fine. But only because Edgeworth said so. You understand? Letter of introduction given to Miss Oldbag. I just have something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad, and I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it. That's what I mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. Anyways, let's continue our investigation. Okay. What? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into the guard's room, Jay. Why? Police main team, investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? Wonder if they're investigating the team in charge of investigating... I wonder if the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll get faceful wrath of, you'll face the wrath of the old bag. Looks like we're the only ones here. Yet the hotel seems to be busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Hey, city boy. Lotta, you're still here. Wrecking course. Investigative photographer eats or stars on her ability to snap up a scoop, yeah? This hotel just has the aura of mystery. You know, something like something's always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Direct given. Photographers gotta have cameras out the year like Corden to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bred thief? Why can't you drop the thief thing already? I wanted to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lana, you were loitering in the hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kind of, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around the entire time. You know, I followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time of the night. Security lady also wasn't in the hallway the whole time either. The guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. I'll be right back. Gonna get a quick snack. Alright, I'm back. Got some of that honey roasted nuts assortment. And I'm doing cheese crackers. Jando, so about that note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that? Did you wrote? Yeah, and I believe what you've written. You mean the stuff a robot and guards shoving his manager laid on Corda? Yeah. Ah, well, I reckon you best not believe in that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind. Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull dudes. Hey, what's this guy? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Am I just shrinking here? Shrinking. Ah, my baby, my $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence he refused to give back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey. You're a red coat friend, ain't you? Put in a few good words for me to get my camera back. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you do your own dirty work? I reckon it's time for me to get going. Tablet photographer without a camera is a tablet, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Oh, okay, I'll see you then. You see you there, little one. Keep up the good work. Okay, don't be picking about your food now. Okay, and make sure you're doing all your homework, you hear? Okay, and if you happen to find yourself a camera, would you please just leave already? Wait, I feel like a bear's missing. Yeah, maybe not from there. Ugh. Mr. Nick, what's that otherworldly ghastly moaning? Ugh. I hate evil ghosts. Wow. I don't think that's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon. Excuse me, who are you calling a demon, brat? Oh. Ah, Zoinks, it's an alien. You call it an alien. Oh, it's just you, Miss O'Bag. What are you doing here? What's wrong with young'uns say? You don't need to pay my respects to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. talk to me about the night murder just one more time. I heard about it plenty at the trial. I was full of tricked and deceived by that fraud of a photographer in her note. So she was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it. Now hold on there, you little piece of sweet. You're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. It's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. Is that what you did? I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corrido. He's the most popular star, you know, especially where it comes in my book. I heard that he was lagging behind the polls against Mr. On Guard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all, you know? So he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look at his mountain of presence. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain's pretty big, and certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? What is it, bros? President Job Bears, right? Got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't bears. All of Mr. Corrido's fans' presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know? When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give it and let the bear win, but after the fight they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people dramas. I can see those two tucker down. Somebody, where are we going? You sure can fight. You too, bub. You too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a little rock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice, bears. Uncle Bear, I say, it's barely 8 o'clock. What is that infernal racket? So my present's going off. Sounds like it's right 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime. Arrgh, that startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second. 8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya. How is Maya? You ever heard of her, have you? Seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I've heard the news. So it was see my present did you no good. No, Mr. Maya. Oh no, she's crying. One more day, please. All I ask for one more day. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. I suppose if it must. I need a photo more than anything else after all. Please, Maya, see something. I want to hear it. It's alright. Alright. Hello. What's this static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? Seems that connections. Damn. Did the transfer receiver suddenly break? Excuse me. What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden I hear nothing but static. How did the transfer suddenly break like that? Probably have the electronic experts look at it. Sooner the better. Since you're being jammed. This transceiver, whenever we're in this room, it starts acting up hissing static at us. I wonder if there's someone we talked about this. Oh, there are a lot of bears. Alarm clock ones, collector's edition ones, stuffed teddy ones, plastic model ones. Pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get a feeling maybe the guy doesn't really like bears. Poor teddies. Yo! Green Tea, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Here, take my money. Gladly. Thank you, my fellow admin. You gave me entertainment today earlier and you give me money? Why, thank you. It's hard to bear with all these problems around. God damn it, who brought the clown? I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. Oh my god, this guy, kill him, please, no. Let's just not have him here. I just came to give money, have fun with the game. Alright, next for dropping by though. And next for the sub. Thomas, Nick. So messy here. How should people give me money? Okay, now I go. Alright, later, indeed. I'm also trying to make a second emote eventually. I just gotta figure out what. Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it. There are a lot of electronic things in here I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are for me, please. Okay. There's a watch wearers. I know what a watch is. Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Yikes. Yep, it's a big whip. It's big, but it's bad. Ah, Mr. Nick, stop. How easy are children entertained? Look who's here. There are all sorts of things in the refrigerator. Carrot juice bottle, tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? Too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. It's all vegetable juices. Must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's a beef, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too. Maybe red was his favorite color. Suitcase. There are so many things in it that barely closes it. Just close the dryer, electric shaver, calculator. The stars always pack too much stuff like in Korea. Uh-oh. Hey, welcome back, pal. Thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal, out of a can, that is. Sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have time to eat. Oops. Looks like you don't have a can opener. You've got to be kidding. Here I thought he had already whipped something up. Yeah, I know, there's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me anything about anything. I won't. You want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here now, Frank, I wonder what I should try asking him about. Transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to a kidnapper, it suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? Maybe it fixed itself. That's strange. It sure was making a lot of loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what, pal? Maybe those electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? So what is electromagnetic interference? That is exactly what he's going to explain right now. I don't know how Phoenix didn't know this, but sure, whatever. Something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way, I understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes up next to a computer screen. Stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting kind of funny, right? Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the drive next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yeah, the TV does do that. So that's what you're talking about. She seems amazingly happy to be even able to understand this. The room we were in when that interference to a transceiver happened, there's gotta be something that's sending very strong radio waves, pal. Something like, a listening device or something. Ah. Hey, pal, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? We were in Mr. Correa's room, the scene of the murder. What? That's it. I'm going to sneak into a precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene there, alright, pal? Wait, gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Man. We should be going too, Nick. Alright, let's go. Hey, you're finally here. Sorry to keep you waiting. You have the bug sweeper? Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, and suddenly I'm staring at the precinct door. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper. It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, who? Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on that, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy. Your heart and soul? It'll work, pal. Trust. It'll do a job, but can't accept the sensitivity. So it's going to be by anything that gives electromagnetic waves. But isn't it better that way? Oh, well, anyway. About this here, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I'll tell you how to work this baby. There's a listening device or some sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're going to find it, right? Right. First, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see. Now, the sweeper will let you know of a strong signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the X button to lock on to it. There's a lot of things in here that I just want to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to stand outside and keep an eye out. Oh no. Give me a yell, you find the bug. Got it, pal? Cell phone. Nope, no bugs here. Cell phone. What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Crime Village. Pros has never lived outside of that village. I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Ah, what a lovely bear. This must be one of those fancy bear-shaped robot toys. It's a robot. Is it a real robot? Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick. Yes? How many horsepower is it? How many horses? Horses? Well, look, it's a bear, so, It looks really like a hot water pot, but oh well, I guess it kind of pours like hot water, but instead of hot water, it comes coffee. This pot can, is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that for us. There's a refrigerator. No. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why do you look so troubled? I just can't imagine the listening device being inside an alarm clock. It's just sort of, reminded of something that happened a long time ago. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't here. What's this? It's a small video camera, not a listening device. TV remote's not working. Hả? Gì đó? Sono sicuro che di sera. Io già streaming, non so. Yeah, mà tôi dùng nó mà.
Dùng cái tay qua này kìa.
A loaf of bread. Yeah, Chinese. Lamp, check listening device, nope. Hmm. Stop trying to wash everything. There it is. I don't know why I couldn't get it before. I guess I wasn't on the specific spot on its head. I was there before, and it was like I guess I wasn't at the right angle. No, I did, but then when I went to it the first time, it was only it kept saying nothing, so I was just like, ignoring it, and I went back to it again, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is it, and it just wasn't getting there. And then I guess it was just the spacing, because then it did that to me. God, what was it? You remember during one of the cases where we had to angle an object to make it look like the blue badger in shadow? Yeah, that I angled it right, and it still said it wasn't right, and it was having super precise. It was Rise of the Ashes from in game 1. No, yeah, case 5, game 1. You didn't do what? How? I broke you for not doing that. What do you mean I broke you? Huh? What, you mean the angling? This is a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? Oh, let me go throw something away. It just unlocks itself, dude. What? I don't recall doing anything special to get it. This is the biggest one I've ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it? The listening device, I mean? No, not yet, but this bear's eye is. Let's see it. Let's see it. Perfectly normal stuff. Bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found a device to me, pal. Let's dig this fella's eye out and see what we got. No, you can't. Such a violent act. Rip. No! That's it. It's a miniature camera. It looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. What a emitter? A transmitter, pal. Is it more of that high-tech stuff? I know the defendant was at detectives in the Apollo's little sister. Emma Sky. It was Lana Sky. And the detective you're thinking of was Emma Sky. No? What do you mean no? It's fine. We just took out a camera. Funny thing is the camera. Yep. It's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. It's a video camera. It runs on battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape to this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside it is somewhere else. Somewhere else? Footage changes in radio waves and then it's set to that recorder. So, sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? Hey, you know, you're right. So what is this transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's time, pal. You said to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You set it for a certain time? I was making a pro impression. Oh. Yep, up to you. It looked like it was set to start at 8 PM and go for 1 hour. 8 PM. That was the time the award ceremony ended. There was no set date, so it's been recording every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been there? I'm pretty sure it's been there since the night of the murder. Then maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? When you think about the angle the bear's at, it's bound to wave to had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Uh-oh. There's a camera in this bear's eye. It was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. Who gave Mr. Corrida this present? I don't know, pal, but this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night. Yeah? Isn't there any way to find out who that person is? No! It's impossible, pal. Real waves can be sent almost anywhere. There's no real way to find out. Oh. Nickel. There's really no way to find out. Got it. What's that? Pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you going to do? I'm going to go around to the electric shops to see if I can find out who bought this. But it's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 PM. Give it to me. You even have to search all night. I'll find you. Your man, pal. Oh yeah, baby. It's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Oh. Yeah. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right? You always excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Edward, what are you doing here? The rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward, one step at a time. I see, thanks. Don't take me yet. We still have yet to find her. We still have to find her. So there's a spy camera hanging in this stuffed animal, huh? You're one lucky man, right? You know this stuffed bear, little girl? I have no idea. Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. Completely handmade and only a small number of these are exported here. What? What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can you really? Well, I guess so. It's 9 PM. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. You snatched up a giant bear and he's carrying it out. See you soon, right? Wait, what? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. Besides that, right? Till court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Carita? The real killer. You really think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. We still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. And truth is nothing but the truth. Juan Carita's real killer. Adrian Andrews passed. The kidnapper who stole conditioned his acquittal of Mr. Regard. And this card shelled the killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do is, for now, is find the truth. His intention is to find the truth, and nothing but the truth, and the whole truth. It's past 9 p.m. already. I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mr. Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. Police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her. Don't worry. If you win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. The real person who killed Mr. Carita was the assassin, Mr. Shelley, the killer, right? And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. So the question comes, if that's the case, then the new question comes to mind. Who was the one who hired the killer to begin with? Who was his client? I mean, who asked for the murder? The person didn't want to dirty your own hands in blood. Whoever this client is, you're still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? You think it was Miss Andrews? No. I wonder. But if she was a client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into a corpse yourself? But if Miss Andrews wasn't a client, then no, it can't be. Matt and Guard himself. It was Matt. Mr. Engard really did hire an assassin, then he's not innocent at all, far from it. He would be guilty of the crime. It can't be Mr. Engard, right? You know, when we first talked with him. Mr. Engard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Carita? Alright, just so we're clear, dude, I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Carita, okay? I didn't see any Cyclops at the time. Actually, that reminds me. Do you remember something, Nick? Yeah. Something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. Something she said interesting. So what is this interesting thing? Alright. So that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Just want to make sure the bat was going down with him. It looked like Juan had a secret in his hands, a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career and had it been revealed. Now on guard, secret. What is the secret? I don't know yet. But now, think about it this way. Mr. Carita was going to reveal the secret. Which means Mr. Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Carita silenced. Means we have to meet with Mr. Guard. There's no way around it. How do we meet with him, though? Visiting hours is open. Wow. See, Nick. Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. We still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still a matter of the secret Mr. Carita held about Mr. Engard. Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know from tonight. But visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Oh no. Alright, let me go get rid of this stuff and get more water, as well as use a quick restroom break. I'm back. What is that? Void chair. Yo, he actually made a chair emote. That's legit. Thomas, well, what should my second emote be? Like, give a suggestion. Like, me and Orlin have been talking about it. Like, Orlin suggested maybe an objection emote. It was a while ago when he'd say BRB and a chair was on it a lot. Maybe an FF emote of some sort. Right, but then like, what would someone want to use? Like, you know, an FF emote or like, what do I want it to be? You know, like, what do I want the thing to suggest? I guess. Hey, wait. What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Just like, well, just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. Wait, strange device? I was told to use it to search a hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgipoo, so... Edgipoo, he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. This is absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. For common use, or a gun emote. Why a gun emote? Make a high emote? But see, the problem with the high emote is everyone has one, so it's like... That's the only reason why I didn't resort to it. I thought about it, I didn't resort to it right away. Wait, why not on the gun emote or the high emote? I mean, the gun emote would be fine, I just have to pick a character at that point. And if it's an FF character, I guess I pick Squall? Like a miniature gunblade? Yeah, that would work. How much does your does the artist that does your information, your emotes and your information borders stuff on the bottom of your stream charge for emotes? Let's catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, gossip that's been going on around my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Miss Corder. It was Ari that did my emote. Oh, okay. Well, what the artist that you always link? Well, I mean, it has some pretty good ones. Do you know how much Irie charges, or how much your artist that did your panels charge? If that artist does emotes as well? We'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who handed that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl, nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too. Wow, the alien actually admitted to her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. You want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Well, it's Hiranagi. She did them for free, actually. Oh. Huh. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, she knows you. I can't ask for such a thing like that, so I guess I'll have to find somebody else then. You know if she does emotes too, or no? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh. I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager, who are you talking about? You don't know? The manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impact, Miss Andrews' mentor? Yes, that was the one. Don't think she does. Okay. I only asked because you linked her Twitter before, and I did follow her for it. I'll have to find somebody then. Oh, but mainly commissions for pictures when she did them. Yes, that's the one. I also probably need to get new panels made. I can probably make the panels myself, honestly. Because I'm rusty on Photoshop, but like, I can splice and cut things at the very least. So I can make a temporary one again, a better temporary one. The Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Does Jen do commissions? Which Jen? Married? You mean to Mr. Corrida? Sigh. Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days? After the marriage announcement? What in the... What the fuck? True? Oh, you mean Creative Jen? Oh, I've never really talked to that Jen about it. I think you could ask Spankers in Larry's Discord. I know he can do a lot of stuff. Okay, I'll figure it out. Let me decide what I want to do. Like, I think the panels I can probably make myself at this point if I just unrust myself a bit. But emotes I can't really draw well, so. And if I do, it takes forever, and it might not turn out original or to my style. It would just be literally like me mirroring a picture and adding something, and I'd rather not do that. Why would Miss Impact want to kill herself? She was the one to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? What did he do that? That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible. Well, no, I did not. I was busy. I wonder what happened between those two. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Engard's lawyer, right? Ah, yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for, a real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the Engard case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who's this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Doing kidnappers' demand and now this? I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. What? I already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content. It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. They do. You're gonna be the one to present it to them. On a silver platter, Nick. What was announced besides, did they show more things on the Pokemon game? If anything, link it in my Discord. Under, Pokemon. Clearing notifications. But by the way, the gun emote might be what I go with. That's a pretty good suggestion, or an objection emote. I might make both eventually, though. We'll see. As long as I unlock more from more people subbing over time. If I get more. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means both Mr. Engard and Miss Andrews are in this center. Now, whose story do I want to hear? Well, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Corrida had on Mr. Engard. I'd like to ask you about Matt Engard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Engard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. About Miss Celeste Impact. I finally put her death behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide, and it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it. You wanted to burn it? Why? I didn't want it to spread just like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. Engard? That's simple, because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they figured it out, right? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Miss Andrews. Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did. Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now? God damn it! Didn't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engard for the murder? I already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal dislike for... a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? Well, what an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people, there is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such a strong feelings and even revenge, and that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Basically, Detective Pikachu sequel to a 3DS game for Switch, Pokemon Home being a bigger version of the Pokemon Bank for 3DS and can link between Pokemon Go, 3DS games, and Switch games. Ooh, I like that. Pokemon Sleep, where it involves sleeping and I don't know much, and Pokemon Masters, which has you battle known trainers from the show. All of that sounds pretty fun. Guess there's more Pokemon needed for me to play on the Switch. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. But okay, so the only reason that Pokemon Home sounds great is because it can link between Pokemon Go, 3DS, and Switch. Like, if it didn't include all of that, it wouldn't matter because Pokemon Go can already link to Pokemon Let's Go as it is. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right, you haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impact's and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Can't. Oh, Mr. Wright, please just help me. Uh-oh. Mr. Powers, what happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? Now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers. I was talking with a detective until a little while ago when I was on my way home, and all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh, they said my face and whole self in general looks suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I didn't even know there was a Pokemon conference today. That was, random. Hi, I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Yes. No, not really. Small testimony. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I don't really know yet. It sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something pretty important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think it was? Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm going to take a while just to say it to me. Saw stuff about it earlier in the morning too. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick. Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. Ouch, I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? Nope. It's going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know, because he's got that refreshing, like a spring breeze image going. But what's he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always kind of been a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say it's just a game to justify himself. What? How horrible, that's unforgiving. Ow, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know what he said once that there's only one person in the world who wouldn't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him, his manager, you know? Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly kind of energetic? You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? Oh, and Masters is a mobile game. Great! My phone's all run out of space again. Wait, did they say it's a free mobile game or like a costed mobile game? Powers, best character. No, I don't like Powers as a character that much. He's a chill cat. Looks like a freaking lion with a mane, but I don't like his character too much. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't particularly like it either. I mean, celebrities in their... Yeah, I read that. Dazzling sort of image. Aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see? But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews and Turner suicide? You mean Miss Impact? We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about the mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you go ahead and ask me about that? Go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. What in the fuck? Yeah, I know, but that's what a mobile game is, phone game, but I mean costed or free? Best Dio, no, Dio. Best character is Edgeworth. Because Mia's dead. Okay. Hey, so have you heard this? So let's left the suicide note. Best character as a filler case. Alright. Wait. What do you consider a filler case, though? Because technically, they all could be considered quote unquote filler then. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about it in court today, but there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Juan? For Mr. Correa? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends, and she said, "It looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man." Truly insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Correa by that? Well, there's no one else that fits that bill, right? That would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. See, well, that's some good info, thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Unguard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get them, the two of them, to tell me everything. By the way, Thomas, thanks for posting it in my Discord. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. Hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. We're gonna get you fucking guilty. I hope so, too. And we're still gonna charge you every goddamn nickel and dime. And every damn penny. I hope so, too. Edward just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Guerrero was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engard. What's wrong? Mr. Engard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. About the press conference. You know where Juan was going to dress up as a Nickel Samurai? Yeah. I heard a little bit more about it from Miss Andrews. Could you please fill me in on what the secret is? There it is! Jesus Christ, there's 5. And he was... Mr. Nick, don't tell me, Cyclops. It's a secret, right? I don't have any idea what it is, dude. Do you, dude? Did you know about Miss Correa and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tablets, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care about what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Correa. Her mentor was Mr. Correa's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste's impact suicide note from him. Celeste. Does that jog any memories? He reacted. Dude, I suddenly got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? You up for a pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it like, kind of like like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? Alright, I got cut off by the pizza dude at a shop. It's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. Engard, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? Oh, Jesus. Why do you fuckers all make this so hard? Cap. Nah, it's supposed to be hard to some extent. Spill the beans, asshole. I know. I want to see what he's gonna say. I don't remember what the first line is. I usually need to see what the first line is so I know what I'm looking for. Not sure what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Correa had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you, before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time after that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. I know you paid close attention to Mr. Correa especially on that night. It didn't sound like. It sounds kind of ominous. Ominous. It's probably just your imagination. You should really pick it up. Mistake could be important. Hello? You got a big problem, pal. Well, what's wrong? I'm on my way to your office right now. Okay. Hey, wait. It's like, why is he coming here? It's terrible. I don't know what to do, pal. Oh, I got here faster than I thought. Hey. Sometimes relax now, pal. I'm confused as anything here. What happened? We got him. You know who bought the spy camera? Eh? This quickly? And this bear is what gave him away, pal. Bear. Figured it out, pal. I figured out what we should have been looking into. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. But what is Mr. Edgeworth said? Shh, Pearls. And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room? Matt and Guard. Huh? Matt and Guard, your client. That's who, pal. Yikes. Here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... They still haven't put K-Dash behind bars yet? Why haven't they put you behind bars yet, Kiwake-san? Welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? They fired poor Gumshoe! The person this bear was... Frost, thanks for the host. I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. Thomas, are you around? Can you shout out Frostwolf? This is a credit card receipt for the purchase. Thanks for the alert, Frost. And thanks for the shout out, Thomas. It's for $3,800 for a fucking bear? That's an exact match to the price on that stuffed bear. Jesus. A receipt, that's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. Told me I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Engard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Engard's autograph out of it, pal. I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed down bear was Mr. Engard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Oh, baby. This man was playing Star Ocean 5, a game that I need to be finishing eventually. Lately, he's been all over the Star Ocean games, and especially with Star Ocean 1 getting... Star Ocean 1, the first departure, which is the PSP version, getting ported over to the PS4 as an HD version. We're gonna have most of the games on PS4 now, except 2. So we're waiting for 2 now. So what about the spy camera we found? That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But now, I guess I can give these back to you for your file away as evidence. Spy camera, transmitter, and stuffed bear we filed into a court record. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought, I didn't think it was possible. The person who would spy with the spy camera in Juan Corrida's room was Matt Engard. Why would Mr. Engard do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida's in one of the rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him, Mr. Engard? I mean, yes. I'm just scared. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Mr. Engard, what in the world have you done? And switch. Wait, did Switch get Star Ocean 3, 4, and 5 as well? I know they're getting 1. Because the PS4 did get HD versions of Star Ocean 3 and 4. And then, you know, Star Ocean 5 came on the PS4. Oh, meant for 1 only, okay. The Cuckmaster 69. Matt Engard? Or the Dick Gumshoe? You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. And nothing but the whole truth, you fucking bastard! Relax, don't you know that ignorance is bliss? Same for you, you ass hat! But if you really want to know, let's talk. Let me look at my court record real quick to see the updated set to record the blah blah blah. Present this. And guard took too many estrogen pills. No man looks like that. I mean, what if he was just born effeminate? We don't know that. This bear was in Mr. Corrida's room on the night of the murder. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it was a present, dude. It actually looks kind of classy, you know what I mean? Yes, I hear it's quite expensive, which is why it's very odd that this gadget was found inside the bear. That one didn't, the other side didn't have a camera, so we'll just use this. This very small video camera. And it was sitting inside the bear's eye. Maybe it's really curious. Maybe it's a really curious bear? Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter, which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Miss Corrida's room. Broke one. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corrida was... Oh, I have to present the profile of himself, okay. Got it. Mr. On guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. But he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? Are we really going this route? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. Here, one credit card receipt, Mr. On guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear, dude. All you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, that could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? Jesus. It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes. You're my lawyer, right, dude? If so, why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course. It would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corrida's room and filmed it in secret is... Adrian Andrews? There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corrida, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you can't be such a moron. Oh man, Mr. Lawyer dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. That's the good stuff, juicy. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Corrida because of Miss Andrews. There's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Creator's room was... No, we should get 4 people to get brush their teeth for them using their present fingers. I doubt that. Either murder picture or this. The woman? Is it her? Nope. I should have everything in hand. It was the card, after all. What is this card? I was right, it's either this card or the photo. Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would... Oh, I know some shady scumbag like him. If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? Is it... I'm finally starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any mistakes now. Mr. Man on guard. I know why you know that this is the killer. It was because... Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how would you know something like that? It's because you're his client, that's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Hangard. Here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. Mr. On guard, did you really hire... Hold on a sec, I'm gonna consult myself. Okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. What time for what? I think it's time to let you in. There we go. Jesus! Matt and Guard, the Cuckmaster 60 fucking 9. How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt and Guard. Those marks. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. So you are Shelley the Killer's client. You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. Where did you get that glass of wine? I love this theme playing. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying. What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown up talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera? And a weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew of Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And superstars like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why... Yep, that's where the video comes in. I got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, the video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? So why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? Why would you kill Mr. Corita? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Corita had been able to give it, then Mr. Engard's secret would have... Ah, well, what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me, and this situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corita ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anybody. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, the assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Matt and Guard. That leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corita, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Corita. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad, you can't. You're my lawyer after all. You can always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya. You want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You can end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. If I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I would think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you forget this. That's such a cliche phrase. Swan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. Starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? Are you planning on changing your strategy? No, can't do that. That's right, he's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth. Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn. A turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, Matt and Guard, that man is really, it doesn't matter who, every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense, what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Hi, ironically, you of all people should say that. Ironic that you of all people should say that. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get in guard an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. The fact that Edgeworth knew blows me. Edgeworth is a smart man. That's why he is my favorite character in this game. Like, overall, like, I mean, if we're talking like other characters, I like Mia a lot, I like Maya a lot, I like Emma Sky a lot, and then Trucy, you know, because of magical shenanigans. Apollo, Phoenix, I like them all too. Pearls, not so much. Pearls is like an alright character in my opinion. It's debatable between him or the prosecutor in Godot. I know about Godot. Remember, I've played Game 3. I've also watched the anime afterwards. After so many years of having played the game multiple times. And all. Dude, yeah, I've played this before, remember this. I just don't remember all the finer details, but then, like, I remember Godot. I meant Trials and Tribulations. Well, I mean, that statement's not wrong. Prosecutor and Godot, because we all know who Godot really is. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. I meant to type that and thought of Godot. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Did you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You're a defense attorney. You can't run from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Francisco von Karma are always using all you can't have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is a perfect win record, that's all. And, isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you'll find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of the story. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney. Do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what's the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time around. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Ungard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand. things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. This is what is called client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty. We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, Maya! It was my duty as an assassin to see to it that she receives a nice long nap. Ah, no! Who is Godot? Blue Mage, you will see who is Godot later in the third game. You need Evan Naughty? Yo, J-Mac, what's up? It's been a long time! Yes, that was a hint, Poggers. I didn't remember that. What hint were you referring to? You talking about J-Mac said, or you want talking about what I read in there earlier? I'm trying to keep up with the story. Oh, okay. Blue Mage, don't worry about Godot yet. Godot is in the third game. You'll see Godot next game. Yeah, don't look it up right now. There's a lot. Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. The cat! Shoo! Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that at the end of the transmission? It sounded like a cat. It can't be that cat, can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all units head for in guarded mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight had only just begun. Yeah. Wait, you always do, J-Mac? But you never say anything. This is the first time I've seen you in my chat and in my stream in a long while. Yeah, the cat fucked up. Well, no, the killer fucked up. Yo, you like the music? It's fucking hype music? You know what? I still need to go talk to a certain asshole. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Adrian Andrews first. Yo, J-Mac, thanks for the 300 bits. How have you been, though? Like, I've on occasions, just like when in between work, caught like a lurk in someone's stream, and every now and again, if I see Boot Up Gaming stream, I'll lurk that for a little bit and then go away. But I haven't lurked it in a while though. It's been a bit. You still go play games with him and pop on stream? Lurk. Yo, that emote. Burk lurk. That's a shark. Ooh, shark. Alright, top 10 fave. Tell us the truth. Top 10 fave of what? Songs? I don't remember the song names in here though. Celeste, there's only. I already read this, so skip this. I don't have enough to work with. Oh, you're talking to... Yeah, hang out on boot upstream or with Notzer. Oh yeah. Top 10 fave tell us the truth. Oh, you're talking to Adrian? Okay. Maya, please answer us. Mystic Maya. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. Ian and Garde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had it worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. The bear. Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. A bear. Isn't that more of a thing for Corrida? Why would something like that, like this be here? Right, look down, there's a little pet door installed here. Ah, I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you think that this came through that little door? This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Slam, slam, crash. Ah, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is in Guard's private lounge. Look at this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving audio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck if there's a tape. It would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment that crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No, but there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we were looking for and escaped with it. We searched all over. It looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be a pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out this district. Leave the rest to us. Yikes! Edgeworth super prepared. Told you, Dio. Edgeworth. Maya. This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. Love, Celeste. Miss Impacts, you mean? Yes, Mr. Corrida's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. Engard's mansion? Why does it say with love? This might be a clue. Ah! What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame. What's so special about the picture frame? On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. Missing Maya. She left us a message. What? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get Engard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag of not guilty, I'll never forgive you ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, I guess. It's goodbye. That's... No! Mystic Maya! Stop. Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he looted us. Edgeworth. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. What is that? Miss Andrews is Cyclops. If I can just find out what secret she's holding, I think I could stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock. Psych lock? I want to know, and you will tell me your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Unless there's no escape unless you're Metal Gear for boss time. Yikes. Yo, hold on. Let me say this. Against Adrian, she said try to break me if you can. Let me tell you, she's one foxy lady. I'm sure guys would love to break her. Kappa. Don't kill me, I just had to make that joke. Hey, she set me up for the joke. I had to make the joke. Clips. You know I can delete the clip. But Dio, I'm just making a joke just to joke with you. It was funny. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna delete the clip. It was a funny joke. Just, it's there. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engard for murder, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. We're about to break you apart, make your knees weak, arms ahead. Well, no, it goes palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. You're not wearing a sweater, so I can't say vomit on your sweater already. But there's definitely be some mom spaghetti. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impacts' handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yes, yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engard's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Broken! Wrecked! Unlock successful. Why frame him? Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Correa didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. What do you mean because of Mr. Engard? I think I see where this is going. Celeste. She was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why Love Celeste is written on that on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night of Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see, so that's what happened. But then why did Miss Correa have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impacts. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind, and in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing, like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge, there's that word again. Alright, let me look at this. Let me see exactly how long we clipped it. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych log. Psych log? I want to know, and you will tell me your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. Well, there's no escape unless Metal Gear for boss time. Yikes. Yo, hold on. Let me say this. Against Adrian, she said try to break me if you can. Let me tell you, she's one foxy lady. I'm sure guys would love to break her. Kappa. See, I said that with a straight face, too. That was a perfect clip right there. Revenge, there's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. Did you post it in my Discord too? Dio, you should probably post it in my Discord under the clips. Oh no. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. Heroes of heroes, superhero. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on each other, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. I was going to bring them my own kind of cool revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters, so when I stabbed Juan's body with a knife, I didn't feel a shred of guilt, a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Miss Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either, not with my situation, or with what I know now. So this whole thing happened because of that woman. Poor girl. You can say that, but it's more so because of those two guys, Matt and Guard, and Juan Corrida. The rivalry got out of hand. Like, huff, huff. Grr, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough, you can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is it showing me this? Did I load something wrong? Can I allow you to go on like this? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. Why are they showing this to us again? I had this dream somewhere before, as if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent. You're right, I forget they showed us that again too. Like I said, there's certain things I don't remember on small details. Tragic love triangle. More like a rivalry that caused tragedy. See, it would have all been fine if that rivalry didn't drag other people into it. Like, they could have their damn rivalry, but don't drag your loved ones into it. Like, okay, yeah, sure, Matt dated fucking Celeste in the past, but he used her. And then he threw her away. And she found happiness with Juan, the Jammin' Ninja. Like, why fuck with that, right? It's unfortunate, if anything, not tragic, that she had to meet these two guys, and she dated both of them. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Where is he still getting that line from? Haha, if you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Grr. Now listen up, you better get in guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag of not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix. Phoenix. Mia. Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know. She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But, you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. Alright, it's that accursed Ingarde again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy, but we're not going to give up. Gumshoe, until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get in guarded the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if I found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? Yikes! You're expecting too much. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. That's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. I love that phone. I want to say it, but I don't. What? Say it. Looks like we're coming to an end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Just say it! As long as they ain't a TOS violation, whatever. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ingarde. The defense attorney is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian's role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. You sure? Exactly why I don't want to say it. Here, DM me in Discord, and then I'll tell you if it's okay to say it. Then. Like, not my... Just directly message me on Discord. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ingarde. Then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a Nico Samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. And you're saying that she's guilty after all. I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews had nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct you to the court. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It's like a it looks like a shell. This is a calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Oh, yeah, go ahead and say that. That's fine. Cause I'll tell you, I think it every time I see Mia, especially when she's that exposed. Yes, Quandrita was killed by a professional assassin. Cough. Out with it, man! The person who hired the assassin is his client, so to speak, is Matt in guard. Them titties so Kappa. I know. See, that's why I said it. Mia in that outfit. I don't like her hair when she gets when she is channeled by pearls, but because the outfit is like super tight around her, it's like, yo, it shows so much, and it's so skimpy for her. See, in Maya's outfit, it's perfect because she got the nice hair and everything, and the outfit accents her body well. What a surprising turn of events. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edward has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can, at least until Maya is safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Mia, best Mia. Yeah? Well, no, Mia, still best Mia. You know, because when she's still alive, prosecution calls for the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Oh, okay. Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. What is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. Ha ha. I didn't know that. But you know, I actually didn't get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then. Like just saw Mr. in guard. Oh, okay, sure. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. It's funny that the third cases are usually filler, and here's Powers. The third cases are not exactly filler. They're just another case in the game to defend somebody. Like, if you judge by that, all the cases are filler. It's just certain cases hold more importance because they play a more major role. If anything, the first case is usually technically more filler because it's just to show you Winston Payne again. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom and get more water as well. Alright, we back. If anything, the most canon third case that had an important role was Apollo Justice. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like everything, all the various cases, there's important roles to be had because just it brings certain characters in. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes the person Mr. Guard was talking with was an ordinary bellboy, what are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation, huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? Yup. Indeedy. I'm sure that was not in guard. Yeah, sure, he wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing standing up in front of his own room? At first, what do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on the tray. It sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. What was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I guess I'm going to wait patiently on this one. Saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. That's what I'm wondering too, because those were like some pretty deep marks, and there's 4 of them. Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. But that's normally perfect. That's a perfectly normal thing to do. How long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or 2, I think. I'd guess with me that I can make him wait. So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You, Maya, and Little Pearl. I thought it'd be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Defendant's room, why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of. I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright, what is it? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know, I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Yikes. And before he really was the cat? Sorry. So he went to the defendant's room and then... Hey, wait a minute. How did I suddenly turn into a bad guy here? Every case. My dude, every case. Well, let's present John Doe. Nope. That's not it. Could be that you felt something strange about the tip giving incident itself. Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth, this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well, Miss Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Ah, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much was it? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket, and that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. What's so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps. I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. A tip. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was lines of stitches. A line of stitches, yeah. It went straight from the tippity top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if the thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ah! He was there at Ingard's house. He was that butler. What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. So that's what means Ingard was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Ingard would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? What did you say? What did you just say, Your Honor? Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue your testimony. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much. Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. Why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? Jesus. Ah. Well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. They're just beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Again, a tip. That line really bugged me. Why does it bug you? The defendant's a superstar. That kind of tip is a typical fare for people like him. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I be standing around here prosecuting? He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida. Then Then the bellboy. Then the bellboy was the witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the killer. He's the person the police's special investigation team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was his very assassin's Shelley the killer. But really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something that just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Oh, actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? What? Good point. Which point? And also, why does a tip bug you? Mr. Powers, please testify to tell us what you saw. Yes, sir, right away. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrido's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... Well, Edgeworth saved. Never mind, you figured it out. Oh. Thank you very much, that's all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done, there's still more. Let's first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer, then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. If that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Ha 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 ha! There's no laughing matter. We're questioning him about going to the bathroom now, great. And what time was it? Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8, right? Yeah. I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time. You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. Re-Zenny. No. That's your points for this channel, yo. Or you mean you gained free Zenny from some kind of promotion in the channel? Oh, the chest. Oh, okay. Yeah, those pop up every now and again. I don't see it pop up on my end when I'm streaming. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. How could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. Well, but you see, he has those stitches in his face. Urk. So I'm sure it's the same guy that Matt was talking with. So which room did the bellboy come out of? That's pretty funny. How much did you get? Victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the pretty flowers and teddy bears. I need those Zennies usually used for like song requests, but I haven't turned on song requests because I haven't gotten it set up. And I want to put more stuff into it. There's other things to cash in the Zenny for, but if you feel it's worth it. A measly 5, yikes. Well, you can check how much you have on there's a thing down below. Check. Yeah, the one with all the pretty flowers and teddy bears. Those ones room, alright. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. The bellboy was one of those room service people, right? He wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little too strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is that really unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. BRB Fire Emblem Heroes banner reveal. Oh, okay. Alright, you have fun with that deal. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see, very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please? Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of, I guess, room empty-handed. Yeah, really, so you're saying suspicious for him to come out empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice, and what kind of juice? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge a bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Please don't be so quick to judge. But it's kind of a Powers family thing. I think of every person as a thief. Well, I guess the thief and the assassin are both sneaky and silent. That's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was an assassin, it would be very bad for us. But he really is the assassin. Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong the trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one. Nope. There we go. Mr. Powers. Yes. You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing that this to be true. It must be true. But, isn't it really suspicious? You got all those stitches in, and Yikes. My friend just sent me a picture of a Japanese restaurant having drawn Trump on their damn thing as a display. It looks like a Trump burger. That's what they try to name it. So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying baseball is suspicious because they have stitches? Gulp. There's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now if you look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can see that is a tray and a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he left empty-handed when he left. But that would mean the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time? Mr. Edger, yes. I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say, empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Boy, this is make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, I can't. Gotta focus here, I can't get lax. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. A football is made of leather. Are you saying that footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather? Not what he's saying. Gulp. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself... Oh, good lord, Phoenix. Hey, he's stalling for time, alright? He needs to. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe that he was just another bellboy. Ugh. It seems that we finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Oh no. After leaving Huang's room, the bellboy knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back again. Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident. I'd say you saw too much. Oh, all the heavens. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't sleep spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye, in a sort of a sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. I said hold it. Okay, that's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. You gave something to this person? Yeah, what was this something? Ha ha ha. If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you can't really remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please, try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk about another point, namely what the bellboy did next. Okay. Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing. And the old guy just left without even going into the room. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Enguarde's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall. He went in there, who knows after that, right? Ugh, I do. Did you see anything strange or suspicious or just out of the ordinary at the time? Yeah, I saw that one thing. What one thing? What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. Oh. Manga-esque music. I was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. It was, oh, that person was. I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. This makes sense, doesn't it? Talk about a lose-lose situation. Give him. So it took this something the bellboy handed off. Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw a person's arm. Only an arm. Then you're saying you didn't see a person's face? Yeah. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to a person inside. For the person who received this item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes. Just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is utmost important. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was that was handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was no. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. Saw it again, but if I saw it again, I could say for sure. But I think it was a wooden statue. It was the bear. What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is this, Phoenix? I have a bad feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, spit it out. Please spit it out. Yeah, yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, that's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Oh, wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt and Guard's mansion. At the defendant's house? Yup. Ha! Indeed. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Decora in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the crime scene. The scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Angard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Angard is the killer's client. Order, order, order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot he knew about it too. I think it's clear to us that there's no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. What about UMVC3? What, Nick throwing shit? Order in the court? I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something where you'll overlook. Your Honor, a minute please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Well, we can't have that. Oh no. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? I think it's very obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright? This is found at Mr. Angard's mansion. However, Mr. Angard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Oh, I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Angard who took this bear to his mansion. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point. Mr. Wright, there was no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. It looks like... You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright, huh? Remember, it's clear as day. Remember what you muttered to yourself at Angard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no escape for him. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. The killer and Angard were working together, so to speak. The killer was hiding at Angard's mansion as its butler. Well, what a bold move. That bear figurine was brought back to Angard's mansion by the killer himself. Objection overruled. Nah, objection sustained. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Angard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quite quiet for a while now. There's too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try something. I have to try something else. What do you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony? What? There's still another one? There is indeed, Your Honor. It is quite a questionable point indeed. What are you trying to pull? Well, we can't have that. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear. That is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to a person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of. Ah! Jesus, he remembered. What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Let me see how much longer this is. Does it determine if I stop here in like 9 minutes or I keep going? Yeah, there's still more. I'm gonna just go as far as I can. I'm gonna just go like up to 10 p.m. today. If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remember who took the bear. What? Really? Yeah, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear. You gotta be kidding me. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yes, it was the Nickel Samurai. Oh boy. Order. It looks like you dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. The person who took the bear in this little bear was Nickel Samurai. And we all know Man Guard is the Nickel Samurai. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Engard. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. See, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, what do? Let me see if I... something. Okay, let me save here so I can get the bad ending. Defense rests. Phoenix, are you giving up? If you do, Maya will die. And you'll carry the weight on your shoulders every day for the rest of your life. If you don't want that to happen to you, raise an objection, Phoenix. I will now announce my verdict. There's only one way out for me to drag the trial. The only thing I have left is a dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, That very figurine was found at the guard mansion. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person. What you're saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. Real client? Yes. Tisk tisk. This is all you have? Oh my god. Adrian Andrews. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt and Guard for the crime. By wearing a spare Nickel Samurai costume. Ah! Then the Nickel Samurai's arm that I saw. Let me see how I'm gonna get the bad ending. Oh, it'll be a bit. It's not here. Then the Samurai's arm that I saw. That could be very well Miss Andrews. But what about Mr. On Guard? Would you please recall yesterday's testimony? Bennett was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Ungard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. We're indicting her again? Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? Can't even begin to count the flaw in the defense's logic. Besides, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount this possibility either. What was with this trial? Come on, anyone can see Guard did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to go on someone else. Yeah, it's something petty. It's murder was all done. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order, order, order. All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even if you have thought it strange and one, even you must have thought it strange and one, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specifically bring the bear to guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. I'm sure that once this court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon the witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. Who would that be? It's quite simple. Your Honor, Miss Adrian Andrews herself. I see. Then the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will... oh, I missed that part. Well, it's probably just present its case then or something. By the way, Dio, what question were you talking about in my Discord? I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin guilt onto Adrian. Ah. I swear this demon will pay. Bros, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. Really strong power. Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is some gumshoe. How's it going, pal? How have you been hanging in there? Sort of. We just barely latched onto something. Oh, we just barely found something to latch onto. I meant do other questions. No. I mean, on my Discord, last night you said I was responding to your question during your stream, because you were saying hell yeah, and I was like wondering what you're saying hell yeah to. Dude, that's good, pal. What about you? Anything yet? I figured out where the killer and Maya are. We don't have any leads, but what? We don't have any more time. We just have one, even a single clue. It would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, we've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But Have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope or not? A tent. A tent? I can see a circus tent. Mia. It looked like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that was called. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe. Is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Big Berry Circus. The very big circus. Maya's somewhere within 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry! And I can see a mailbox under the window. Just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see much else. I felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Beep. Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. We can do this. We just have to make this trial last a little longer. To your question on yesterday's stream. Oh, okay. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of hampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to witness stands today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why does she know? Why does she? Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bag. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box just by looking at it. So this figurine is a container of sorts, is it? Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. It looks like there really was something to the bear after all. Alright, and we're gonna stop here because it's 10:05. There's still, I was just looking ahead, there's, just skimming the information, there's still a lot ahead in the case. So, I'm gonna stop here and continue this on Thursday. Unless I happen to be able to stream tomorrow. If not, then, you know, then it is Thursday. But I might surprise you, who knows, right? We'll see what happens tomorrow. If not, like I said, for sure Thursday. I'm gonna look for someone to host now. I'm gonna raid Orland. He's streaming Final Fantasy VI again. So, if y'all will please, go ahead and join Orland's stream, say hi to him, give him a little support, some follow if you haven't. Enjoy some Final Fantasy VI. Dio, sorry dude, I have to end it here. But, until Thursday, I'll have more of this, and we'll see the conclusion of this case and this game. I don't think this game has a 5th case. If it does, then I can play that. If not, I start on game 3. Until then, thanks y'all for sticking around, and good night, and goodbye. Bang.